Hi, and welcome to another episode of Starship Gaming. Today I wanted to share my gaming finds for April 2019. Last month, actually it was episode 2 for March 2019, if you remember. If you didn't watch last month's gaming finds, go ahead and go back to that and watch it, because I found some pretty cool stuff last month. Well, this month, let's start with the beginning of the month. The beginning of the month, I found a long box copy of Gex. I had the CD jewel case version, but now I have the long box version, which I think that's pretty cool. Here's the next thing I found. A couple of these are going to be PS1. As you know, I'm a big PlayStation 1 fan, PS1 fan. And that's mostly what I collect. That's what you'll see a lot of here. But this one is NHL Face Off. I forgot to mention with Gex, I only paid $1 for it. Just $1. And this I paid $1 for. Which, this is the long box. Not bad for a long box. It's actually in really good shape, which that makes me very happy. This next one, NFL Game Day, also $1 for PS1. It's a long box. Somebody just had a bunch of these. They just wanted to get rid of them. Some of the other ones they had I have already have in my collection, but these were just ones I kind of wanted to have just to complete that collection. Even if it's just sports games, I just need sometimes some shelf fillers, just stuff to put in the collection. So there was those. Now you are going to see some of the Sega Saturn stuff I picked up, which I've been kind of on a Sega Saturn kick lately, but these, as if you don't know, I own a shop. I own a gaming shop. And I get stuff come in all the time that I don't have. And this was one of them, Corpse Killer Graveyard Edition for Sega Saturn. This game was originally released for Sega CD. It's not I can't talk. It's not particularly good, but it's highly collectible. I ended up getting this on a trade, about a $20 trade for this game, which wasn't too bad. The next one, Daytona USA Championship Circuit Edition. I also did a $20 trade on this because I give fair trades. Most gaming stores are honestly, they're not fair. So I'm the kind of gaming store that's fair to any gamer that comes in. They're like, hey, I don't like this game. Can I, trade it for a better game? And I'm like, sure. So I ended up with this. That was the case. The people who brought this in, they're like, hey, we don't like Sega Saturn. We want to trade this for some original Xbox stuff, OG Xbox. And I ended up giving a $20 trade for this one also, which it's in excellent shape. So this one also ended up in my personal collection. Now the next few of these are demo discs. Discs. Demo discs. I can't talk today for some reason. This is a Panzer Dragoon playable preview demo disc. It has one level from Panzer Dragoon. It's made for Sega Saturn. I don't know if they gave these out in a magazine or if you could actually walk into a store like, say, Toys R Us or somewhere. I can't really remember much about the Sega Saturn. I was really young when this came out, so I don't know if these were free or if you had to pay for them or what, but I got a $5 trade on this one, so this one went to the personal collection. This next one is also a demo disc, also what they call it, a playable preview. Has one level from the game Bug, which I actually have a copy of Bug. So, it was just cool to have this in my collection. I also did a $5 trade on that, which was pretty good. So this ended up in the personal collection. Now, this next one is really weird because it's not a game at all. It's actually an audio CD. It's called That Virtua Feeling Sub Pop and Sega Got to Get Together. And basically what it is, it was like a collaboration between, some artists, and they basically made an audio CD. Now, this one I picked up from a local thrift store. It's a thrift store I don't frequent very often, mostly because, well, they are very notorious about not checking the quality of their products. Fortunately, this was in good condition. I paid $1.99 for it. It's Theme Park Roller Coaster. There's actually a port of this for the PS1, which I still need to get, and I just can't find it. I mean, I could always order it on eBay, but I'm not really in the mood to do that. I don't want the easy way. I don't want to take the easy way out. I want to find it in the wild. But the PS2 version will do for now. But yeah, picked it up for $1.99. I forgot to mention on the audio CD last time. That was in the last clip. I paid $5 for it. So, and this I paid $1.99. I picked it up at the beginning of April. Apparently, it had been there since February 26th, according to whoever wrote on it on marker. The good thing about it is it's marker. It can come off with either a dry eraser, or if you put a little bit of hand sanitizer on a napkin, a wet napkin, and, well, you put the hand sanitizer on it. This is the trick. You let it set for about 1 minute, then you take a napkin, you wipe it, then you take a dry one and do it, and then you may have to repeat it. Or you could use a dry erase, like a magic eraser. You can do that too, which that's the ever easy way out. So there's this find. This one I actually did get from eBay. I paid $3.99 for it. It was originally $4.99, but I had some, I guess it's called eBay bucks. eBay bucks, I believe. When you buy something on eBay, you get eBay bucks, and you can use it in the future towards future purchases. So it took approximately $1 off. Shipping was free anyway. So I picked this up. It's Disney's Story Studio Mulan, or something along that line. Maybe not in that exact order. But basically, it's a port of the CD-ROM game that came out in 1998, which just was released in December of 99, about a little bit more than a year and a half after the PC release. So I picked this up just because I didn't have it, and it was a good deal. Plus, I had eBay bucks. So there we have it. This next one is NASCAR racing. I also got it from eBay, but I got it for a really good price. I got it for $2.99 plus free shipping. They said that the disc had scratches, but it was literally in mint condition and no signs of resurfacing, which was amazing. So I don't know what happened here. I don't know if they meant to send the other one and they had another one for sale and sent me the mint condition one instead. But I ended up with this for $2.99 off eBay, free shipping. Not a bad deal. I needed it for my collection. I'm trying to collect all the NASCAR games they've released for the PS1. Which I'm pretty close. I think I have about 3 or 4 more I need to get. But this was always good to add to the collection. And it's not a bad game either. It's actually really fun. I remember renting it years ago. And it was a really good game. So added that to the collection. Now this next one I've actually had for a long time. It's... Well, if you haven't known from past episodes, I do own and operate a gaming store, which we sell retro games, new games. We sell toys, collectible toys like Star Wars, Star Trek, etc., He-Man, antiques, electronics, old and new, Anyway, this had been sitting there since probably last May 2018. It's April 2019 as of this recording. And it originally started out at $125, which isn't bad. Not to mention, it includes both original dog bone controllers in mint condition, and the system itself is in mint condition, as it's been sealed away literally since 1995. The previous owner who owned it, he said he only played it for about 3 months, got bored of it, packed it away, and continued on with his Super Nintendo, which he had bought. Anyway, eventually I dropped it down from $125 to $100 back in January of this past year, and I decided about 2 days ago, since no one's going to buy it, I don't have one. I have an original Nintendo, but I don't have a top-loading. This is a top-loading NES, by the way, which they only sold for roughly a year, back around late 1993, 1994. So I decided I'm going to take it home because nobody's buying it, so it's mine now. So yeah, it is officially in my collection after nearly a year, 11 months exactly. Almost 12 months, full year. But I decided I was going to take it home, and I was going to play some of my favorite games, like Bubble Bobble, Wild Gunman. Interesting enough, people laugh when I tell them, but the Mad Max game for NES, I actually love that game. Wild Gunman's another one that I really love. The reason why is because of Back to the Future Part 2. You know, just the nostalgia of it. And I have an original Nintendo, but I hardly ever touch it. So this Nintendo, this top-loading Nintendo, revived my interest in the Nintendo Entertainment System collecting deal. So we'll see if that goes anywhere. I may actually pick up some in the month of May, maybe June. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do, because right now I'm mostly focusing on PlayStation 1 games, and a little bit of Saturn games and Super Nintendo, and maybe a little bit of Nintendo 64. I haven't really decided yet. But yeah, that's my recent pickups for my recent gaming pickups for April 2019. If you like what you saw, check out our past episodes and check out our future episodes. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell if you want to be notified when new episodes are coming, which I highly recommend you hit that bell, because we're just all kinds of randomness. I mean, you'll see what I mean if you subscribe, and you won't be disappointed. You will absolutely love what you see. So we have some more episodes coming. Like I said before in past episodes, for as of this recording, April 2019, for April 2019 and May 2019, we're going to do episodes every Friday, Sunday, and Monday, or if you see it this way, Sunday, Monday, and Friday. And we're going to discuss gaming stuff, and I'll also talk about my personal self. So until next time, I'll see you.